One of us is crooked. Are we crooked or is the quilt crooked?
It's too late now.
Are we on?
Yeah.
We're live?
See the little live buttons there?
Oh, there's the live button. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Good morning, good morning.
Good morning. It's Wednesday.
You know, it's the second day of summer, June 22nd. So here we are, the second day of summer. Yesterday was the summer solstice. I don't know. Oh, good morning, Leanne. You're just home from work, it looks like.
And it's a cooker.
It's going to be a cooker today.
Yeah. Oh, I walked outside. I'm like, okay, yep, it's summer.
It is. You guys did a wonderful job last week.
Well, we missed you.
Well, there I was. I was watching you, though.
We saw that.
And it was fun watching you, too. I really enjoyed that.
I'm sure it was different.
It was different. So I was in Jacksonville, and we thought we had got a call on the weekend. Our son was flying in from Nevada back to Florida because his wife had said she was going to be induced by acupuncture. And we've heard there's a lot of success with that. And anyway, so we got in the car and we drove to Florida. And we were there all week, and she had 3 treatments. This baby is not ready to come yet.
Oh, it's having fun. It's
so
warm.
we did have some time to do a little shopping and looking around at baby stuff and things like that, which was really nice. But the heat was absolutely oppressive because it was in the high 90s, high humidity, and you know when it was just. And we did a walk one day. Bill wanted to go to the PGA store, and we were in an area where there were a lot of shops around where our hotel was. He said it was just over there, and I looked on my phone, and it said half a mile. I said, Bill, it says half a mile. No, it said, it's just over there. So, okay, so we walked over there, and by the time we walked over there, it was more than half a mile. And so he went into the PGA store. I went in and had a pedicure at the next store. So then we walked back, and it was like our sorry butts were just dragging by the time we got back to our hotel because we weren't exactly sure where it was in this whole maze of things. Anyway, that was the end of our walking, any distance anyway. So we came back, and we're home, and when this baby is born, then we'll be driving again. We were looking at flying, but we saw on the forecast, we were watching rather the news, that 20,000 flights were canceled last week.
Yeah,
and
it's
something
been
about
crazy.
Pilots and air traffic controllers and all these things. And we thought there's no use just driving to an airport and sitting there for a whole day. But we decided that we would take more time driving down than just 2 days. Because normally, if we would leave Davies, like leave Jacksonville and go to Bill's sister's, it's about 12 hours, which is, a big day, but not bad. Well, we got into some construction and some accidents, and it was 16 hours. We left at 5 in the morning and got in at 5 to 9. We were exhausted, and we said no more. Okay. Oh my gosh!
Somebody's watching from Africa. Oh, Erica! Well, enjoy your winter afternoon. It looks like.
Oh, Erica in
that
Africa.
Is so fun.
Because I've been watching her on Facebook. I know she was down visiting her mom and her family.
Oh, finally she got to do that. Oh, that's so good. Well, you have a good time, Erica.
Yeah, keep taking lots of pictures. We love seeing them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when it's summer, it's also construction season, right?
Yeah, it is.
So even in my street this morning, I had to go around, and there was construction everywhere. You have to just take your time, and it'd be hard for them today.
So you want me to tell you a funny story that happened? So we had time to kill when we were in Florida, so it was just because they were busy during the day. Anyway, so we drove down to St. Augustine, which was only about 20 miles or 25 miles from where he is. And we went to the outlet. We thought, we'll just do a little outlet shopping. So we kind of in and out, whatever. So we went into the Under Armour store. And I think everybody's familiar with Under Armour. So Bill heads off into the men's section. And I thought, I'll just look at the ladies' stuff. Because it's not like stuff in that store is going to fit my body particularly. It wouldn't be very flattering. So anyway, I'm just kind of looking around, and I can hear this buzz of these kids, and I'm kind of looking. And then I'm looking, and it's the wall with all the sports bras hanging on them, all the nice colored sports bra neon ones. Well, there's 2 little girls and 2 boys, and the boys would be maybe 7 and 9. And what they were doing is they were walking through, and they were feeling all the bras. So they were and they were commenting, squish, squish. And,
Oh my
and all these
goodness.
comments. So I kind of went.
You
And
gave him the
the
grandma look.
serious look, and they could feel something behind them. They turned around and saw my staring face,
Morning.
turned bright red and scattered. It was so funny. It took me so long to stop laughing about that because I couldn't.
You probably had nightmares that night.
They would be like, oh my gosh, if they start doing something like that again, they'll be looking around to see if anybody is watching. But it just struck me so funny. If it was Bill, he would have had this really witty comment to say. But for the life of me, I couldn't think of anything.
You got your look out?
Yeah.
Well,
and there was
worked.
another thing that I discovered in Florida that
What's
I don't
that?
know if everybody else has seen this.
What is
Do
this?
you know what this is?
Looks like a
What
cheese
is
grater.
What is this, everybody? Okay, what is this?
Is it for your feet?
It is.
Oh.
It's a foot grater.
It is.
It's
So
got
when,
a
I,
special
when I
name.
had my pedicure, this girl, because it looks like a cheese grater, right? We can just
Don't put it in your kitchen drawer.
Oh gosh, no. But it worked really good. So I went. To one of those Sally stores and found one. Yeah, and it was like a whole $6. But
At least it's a pretty color.
it worked really good. Like, because I've had different pumice ones, and I have real issues with
Slough
calluses on my feet, and this thing worked really good. And I just thought, oh well, I just bring this in for a show and tell this morning. Anyway.
So is that your best purchase in Florida?
Well, it was a good purchase in Florida. What? Oh, no. You know what my best purchase was? I bought a jean jacket.
Ooh.
I bought a jean jacket.
Oh, well, good for you. Jean jackets are awesome.
Yeah, and I bought one I really like, so I was really excited about that.
We'll have to wait till it's cooler to wear it.
Yep. Anyway, so that was my favorite purchase.
Well, that's good.
And I bought it at Duluth Trading Company. So
All right.
it was, and my favorite stuff was buying baby stuff for the baby because we had Kohl's and I had a 20% off coupon, and Carter's had all this stuff on sale, and then we did a buy baby buy, looking at all these things. I'm so surprised about the things they have for babies now that they did when I was, yeah.
So you were in like grandma baby
Yeah,
heaven.
so it's just fun looking, but some of the stuff was like, I wouldn't be buying that.
That's always like that.
But that's okay.
All right, so we should maybe dive in, huh?
Yeah, I did scare those. I did scare those boys, Brenda. And it's just so funny. They just ran to their dad like a bolt, and they were out of the store.
This creepy lady.
I know.
Okay.
They'll be thinking they'll be telling stories to each other. Remember that old hag that was hanging over there staring at us?
She was creepy.
I
Or
know.
they'd say she was cringy, probably.
I don't know.
Okay, all right. We have a block book as a door prize. And then I also have a table topper book.
And if you look at the first one, Tammy, it has strawberries on it. Look at that.
So that's why you picked it, right?
Yeah, look at
See,
that
look.
with the strawberries.
So it's a table topper. But, we're creative. We can always do other things with it, too. And then I have 3, 6, 7, 8. They're farm fresh fat quarters. So they've got, you can't see.
That was
Hold
the
on.
other thing. It was so nice driving, and I could see the corn growing.
Yeah, so there's the little barns and the cows. And where's the cows? There. I think the cows are really sweet. So it is farm country too in the summertime. Lots of growing going on.
You get into some of these like West Virginia, like the big hills and stuff, and you just don't see all the crops and things growing. It's different, right? And it was so nice to go back into Ontario and see crops growing.
We just wanted to remind you too that we have this latest block book, and we're not sure if we showed it to you before or not, but there's always all these great projects on the back and some stories on the inside. They're $9. And I always forget, but if you want something, it's Tammy, Tami, at cherishedpieces.com or Cynthia at cherishedpieces.com, or you can call us.
And we're going to have, we're starting to get our classes organized again. And beginner paper piecing, we had a waiting list from our last classes. So we have 4 on 4, and we have a date of July 5th from 10 to 2:30. The class is $50 plus supplies, and there's a book here. So that is going to be July 5th, and we still have spots in the class. Wrong book.
Wrong book.
Wrong book.
I was going to say, that's not beginner, Cynthia.
No. that's another class. But anyway, so it has hearts on it.
Yeah.
So July 5th, we do have some openings, and I will endeavor to get an email out on that here really soon.
And then what about the Jelly Roll rug?
I need to talk to Gladys to see if we can move it to a Tuesday instead of a Saturday.
So let's talk about some of the other things we have. We got some new Annie's books in, so I'll just show you. Here, so this is the stained glass medallions, and it's really neat. But there's also that paper in there for all your patterns, so it's a little bit harder to flip through. Let me just back up here.
So patterns are all included, yeah.
So there's
from simple to like really.
Yeah, I was trying to find one of the more difficult looking ones. There's one, I guess. Yeah, that's the one that's on the front church window. So those are that one is $17.99 because of all the patterns. And then there's Learn to Make a Quilt in a Weekend. You know, just good stuff. We were looking through some of these and we're like, oh yeah, that's really good. And again, $13, like the other Annie books. There's more weekend sewing, so like smaller projects, baskets, you know, drawstring bag, runner, pincushion. There's some casual covers, just fun things that you could whip together as a gift. And then big block books. These are fun, you know, the blocks are really big, so you could get a quilt done a little faster if you are on a time crunch, say for wedding season or birthdays. I know some people have already started their Christmas sewing.
They have.
So those are 13.
So some really nice new books. We have back in stock some of our Acorn products, the Easy Piecing.
Easy
set.
Precision Piecing?
Precision.
Say that 10 times fast.
Kind of like, yeah.
So that little kit is $39.
And then we have the tiny little glue. Some people just like the glue. And it has that tiny little applicator you can see here.
Oh, otherwise then.
Yeah, being dyslexic this morning. Anyway, and this little bottle is just $10. And then the Euclid soap for washing sweaters or delicates. We have a small bottle in. We have the big bottle too. This small bottle is $5.75. And that's great for washing our gentle things.
Yeah.
And, you know, you could bathing suits for sweaters, or I was thinking, you know, baby sweaters and stuff.
Yeah, any of that kind of stuff.
And this is, we love Grandma's Secret Spot Remover, which is our favorite, but she also has a jewelry cleaner. So you just spray it on your jewelry and you can use a soft toothbrush and it will loosen and keep things, you know, loosen any grime. Because, you know, soap builds up and stuff like that. And you can just rinse it off. And I think that is $8.99.
Yep.
So her products are very good and we've been quite happy with them. We're going to talk about this really pretty quilt behind us.
Oh, sure. So this is Leanne's quilt, and it is a 3-yard kit. And she did it out of the turtles.
She fell in love with the turtles.
Yeah, she did. She was excited to make that. So she used the Sew Quick pattern. And so that's a 3-yard kit. So when you buy the kit, it's $55, and then you pick a free pattern to go with it. So you might like the fabrics, but maybe you want to do something different.
But she just did a beautiful job of this. And it's just fun. It's fun, fun, fun.
It's nice and summery. So we have a few of those if you'd like that.
So Leanne, thank you for loaning us that. We appreciate it. And let's see. Maybe we'll talk about these. Maybe we'll talk about this. AccuQuilt. AccuQuilt we're continually bringing in different dyes. These are some that would be kind of fun in some of the fall projects where you could actually incorporate the truck and the van and stuff.
Go this way.
But we always have lots of dyes in stock, and we're happy to bring them in for you. A special order, like we can order them up for you. They're usually in within a week. They have had on their website they've been doing it for a while now, at least over a year, dyes to try. And it used to be that as a retailer, we could not order them. We had to wait till they became, you know, if they were going to add them to their lineup, then we could order them. Well, they've got a new CEO, and I was participating in a webinar last night. Anyway, so lots of different changes happening there, which are, I think, all very positive. but we will be able to order the dies to try for people.
Oh,
And
awesome.
sometimes it's been so that, by the time you would order it out of the States, it was just really expensive, and it would, be prohibitive for them to mail it up so that
Okay.
people here couldn't get them at a reasonable price.
So these are $90.99, and they're 20%.
And these are, and they're applique. What I love is that I can just iron my fusible onto the back of the fabric, cut it, and sew it down.
Brenda's asking if we have the butterfly block die. I don't think we do currently. I will double check, but we can always order that for you.
Sure. You could add that to our order that's going in this week.
Yep. You can just email us to remind us too.
Okay.
So you have a puzzle, or you want to do?
Well, sure. We could talk about this puzzle. This is a new puzzle from Riley Blake, and it is the Prairie
Meadow.
And this is a duplicate of the sew-along that is going to start in August. Our fabric arrives next month. Some of you may have already pre-ordered this kit, and it's going to be quite beautiful, as you can see. And there's the puzzle to go with it.
And
the puzzle is
I think it was $19.99.
Yeah, the puzzle's really reasonable. $19.99. Yeah. So it's a neat one, but this is going to be a beautiful sew-along by Lori Holt.
We also got some pre-cuts in. So this is sometimes people are looking for hockey. So this is called Power Play. And there are 12 pieces for $42. So you can see that, they've got the hockey players, the ice.
Great for a boy.
Yeah. Or even a guy who played like a adult. So there's that little bundle.
Great for our guys, I guess.
This is a We Appreciate You bundle, more for healthcare frontline workers. It is also 12 pieces for $42. So, there's thank you, the little masks, all the little nurses wording, the rainbows. So that's fun if you still have people in your life that are frontline workers and you want to make something for them.
And those are still good for those nurses' caps, like the caps and things that they're wearing.
So this is Midnight Paradise, and it is 9 fat quarters, and it's kind of got a shimmer, like a sheen to them.
Do you want to pull a couple out, or?
Here. I did wreck this yesterday and taped it. But, yeah, there's, like the blacks, the big blossom. That's really pretty.
Isn't that pretty?
So you can just see, fat quarter bundles can be really fun. And then, like, the petals.
Because you can there's a lot of fabric there.
There is.
So 9, you're thinking, that's 2.5 yards, and add a border or something, and you're in a nice size quilt.
So we also have the Libs Elliott workshop. The pre-cuts finally came in. So this is the jelly roll. It's $58. See, she's got strips from her line. And then the fat quarter bundle is $85, and there are 20 fat quarters.
Yeah, there were 20 SKUs in the line.
So how much is the Lori Holt Prairie Meadow quilt kit to order?
Who's asking? Let's just come back.
Bonnie.
Okay, Bonnie, I'll have to look it up. I think we had written it down, but, unfortunately I came unprepared to answer that question this morning. So I will have to look it up for you. And I'll make a note to get back to you. So also, I think there were some questions last week about the shop.
Yes, our attempt at
the shop.
Yeah.
So this is your passport. Everybody gets a passport. It starts July 2nd.
Right.
And all of the stores participating in the shop hop, including us, are open Monday to Saturday, 10 to 5. So Monday to Saturday, 10 to 5. And what you're going to do is all 11 stores are listed here in the passport with the address and phone numbers, and you're going to go to a store and they're going to stamp your passport. So you can download these, or a lot of us will have them printed in our stores so you can pick them up. So you're going to get them stamped as you go to each store. And if you get to all 11, there will be a draw, and the draw is for $1,100 shopping spree. So that's $100 at each of the participating stores. So that is the first prize. So $1,100 worth of shopping. The second prize is $660, so it's $60 at each participating shop. And then the third prize is $40 at each participating shop for a total of $440. So that way you'll be able to get anything that you want. And each shop will have a free block that you can pick up to make the quilt. And originally, before COVID and everything, there were 15 stores. So the other 4 blocks are available for download off the website if you want to incorporate those. And each shop will have made a finishing kit so that you can make a quilt with all those blocks. And ours will be available and will be on display by the till. So we will have that, and we aren't allowed to show you that quilt until July 2nd. So we'll have that posted for you, and we look forward to seeing you on the shop hop. Yeah. And that is for the whole month of July.
Okay.
Now we've got some more fabric we can show.
Okay. This line is for the love of nature. So there's a layer cake, and there's a little charm pack. I'll just turn it over so you can kind of see what's in the line. The layer cake is $45. The charm pack is $15. And then we have a few. Oh, and we still have the fat quarter bundle too.
Yeah, $63. And then we have a few of
for 21 fat quarters.
And then we have a few of the fabrics that go with that line. So it's really sweet.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe we'll open that a little more.
And I should say, so it's 1 free block on the shop hop per person participating. And if you wanted to buy a second block, it's $5. You have to purchase those.
Okay.
And they are for in-person pickup only.
So this line is $14 a yard.
Yes.
And it's for the love of nature.
And it is so cute, isn't it?
I really like that. Check it. Oh, there you can see it better.
And then we have a couple of other fall beauties, because even though it's summer, you know, we're starting to think and to work with some fall prints. And Arlene has done a pretty display up in the shop on our table.
Oh, this one's
we'll have to get that picture up on Instagram, Arlene, because it's just lovely what you've done.
This one is just gorgeous.
Yeah, it's saturated, and it's got just a tiny bit of metallic, you know, not overdone.
Yeah, just a little outline, yeah, but it's
just
beautiful.
A little bit.
It's vibrant. Same with the sunflowers. I don't know if you can see that on there too. There's a little bit of metallic, like especially in here.
Good for the seeds, yeah.
Yeah. And then that one's fun.
Yeah, and then this lovely sort of almost a plaid that goes with that. So lots of fall saturated, happy colors.
So speaking of fall, we did a runner. It's so simple, but it's so effective if you need to do like a quick gift or you wanted to change your table quickly. You're taking a charm pack, and then you're taking a 1/4 yard of an accent color, and you're just going to cut your charm pack in half. And these strips are 1.5 inches, and you're going to sew it in between the 2 pieces that you cut, trim it to make sure it's a 5-inch block, and then you just lay them out so that your accent is staggered or like alternating.
And
you
over
just,
under.
Yeah, sew it together.
I really like this, Tammy.
So Arlene and I were, I think Arlene was looking through some pictures and we saw it and we're like, hey, we can do that. And everyone always wants to know what to do with a charm pack. So there's a fun idea.
You could make a whole quilt out of it if you chose to do that. But this is a very effective charm square. And so you could take a layer cake, which would give you 4 charms, and away you go.
Yeah. And so that'd be fun. And that'd be something simple enough that, you know, a child or a teenager who wants to get into sewing could do. And make something. You can make a pillow. You know, there's all kinds of possibilities.
Oh, speaking of pillows, you need to show her Leanne's pillow. You need to show everybody Leanne's pillow. It's so pretty.
Yeah, Leanne was making a pillow out of this. I'll show you the book first. It's The Kaleidoscope by Lori Holt. And yeah, Leanne made her version. Maybe too close? Yeah, let's go bigger. There you go. It's more effective that way. And then it turned out really well, and she quilted it. And so that's out of the Kaleidoscope book. And, you know, she does the pillow, or you can make a quilt. But the pillows are fun because you could just, it's 2 colors.
And take any block that you just love doing and make a pillow. And then she's done the nice envelope style, which we like, because this is just so easy. So you can tuck it in, and it's, you can tuck your pillow form in. It's, you don't have to worry about a zipper.
The
and
other thing
it
that's
fits
nice too is the binding. You know, very often we don't do the binding
So
around the
cording,
pillow.
yeah, it's like a almost
So
like,
it's a nice finishing touch. She did a
Yeah.
really good job.
she did.
And then we should talk about the panel behind us.
We can talk about cute for sure.
So this is from Northcott called Baby Safari. It's a panel. I think it's like 36 by 42. So you could really just take this panel and bind it
Or
and
put a
you'd be
border
done.
on it.
Or put a border. But it's big enough for like a little baby quilt.
It
It's really
certainly is.
cute. Yeah. And then there's fabrics that go with it. Do you want to show the other panel right away?
Sure, we can do that.
There's a growth chart that goes along with it, and then it has 4 bibs along the side.
And I would be tempted to put a different back on them, so
Mhm.
you have 4 bibs instead of going back front.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And then you
And-
could just do.
And then I might do my my gel coat,
Oh, Odie coat.
Odie coat on it, and then that way
You
it
could
would
just
stay.
wipe them.
Yeah.
And then you would just do like a Velcro to close it, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So both of these panels are they're each 22. If you want one, and then there's fabric that goes with it. So there's the little faces.
In the hexagons. How
Yeah,
cute,
that is cute. And then there's also that giraffe print. It's fun. And the orange. There's also a green.
Oh, those are so nice together.
And then this one you'll want to see. There's the animals. Let's go up this way. So you can see.
They're cute.
Yeah, there's the little elephant and the giraffe and the tiger.
Northcott does such a good
Yeah.
job. I mean, it's always great quality fabric. And what did we say the price point was? $16 a yard.
Yeah.
And we have show and tell, I think, don't we? We have show and tell today, and to talk about another also upcoming sew along by Lori Holt. So
This is Anita. She was very happy with her 3-yard kit. I think that one is checkmate. So
is that her first or second quilt? Like she's
it's-
started.
She's a beginner.
She's just started to sew.
But I said, now you're a confident beginner.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's done a great job. She really
does.
liked that one with bees. Oh, there's Arlene.
I love this one, Arlene.
And I was using the conservatory line.
It's Falling Charms.
Falling Charms. Yeah, that's what I thought. That turned out really nice. It's very summery.
That's a great pattern, falling charms, isn't it? But it is very summery.
So here's Louise. She got Sandra to hold her other quilt for her, but she loves to like take little feature blocks and just do like wonky log cabins around it, just from her stash, scrappy. And they're always beautiful and colorful, and they're always different. They're always unique. And so she has a lot of fun doing that. So she brought in show and tell.
Very nice.
There's Barb. She finished that for grandbaby. Oh, what's that? Alphabet.
Hungry alphabet.
Hungry alphabet, yeah. I was going to say hungry hippo. And there she is again. This was for, I think, her granddaughter. And she just did a scrappy using Brightly, that pattern. It was just so nice.
It is very nice.
Very summery. Well, you know, often you just have to see them in person. You get better color, but we love it when you bring in stuff to show us.
Oh, I'm trying to think of her name. I know it. And she brought in this beautiful quilt.
Arlene helped her pick out those colors. It turned out really, really good. The colors were very striking. Yeah, we apologize. I can't think either. If somebody knows, put it in the comments. We're really sorry.
Oh, there's Myra, and she is tuning in from
Gatlin.
Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
I've been to Gatlinburg.
Somebody was from Manitou Island. Tracy Koenig chauffeur.
Yeah, with Mist. Irish Mist. There we go. And she found rather challenging, but she finished it. So we're very happy for her. Turned out really nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And it's going to be for her. And a snail's trail.
And snail's trail to me would be more challenging.
Yeah,
But,
she
yeah.
found the other one more challenging. Maybe it was just how the pattern was written.
Excellent.
That was one of her
That's an AccuQuilt die.
UFOs that she's finished.
Oh, and our sweet Jane Miner.
I was drawing a blank.
This is, she was doing this as a gift for a family that there was just a lot, there had been a death and there were a lot of things that were left in somebody's sewing room. And the middle piece is all done by cross stitch. And so she did this wall hanging to sort of preserve that cross stitch
neat.
because it would be a different way to display it. And I think somebody in the family will really cherish that. Just a very thoughtful and I think very artistic way to display this.
Well, there's been a lot of work put into that cross stitch, you know.
Yeah, and it was, she wanted to ensure that it would be preserved. So I just thought that is
A very smart idea.
Yeah. And this is just very quick. This is a baby quilt for our little girl that we're waiting to happen. She has a pink bunny. Her dad had a bunny, so she's got a pink bunny. So I did pink rabbits on some fabric colors that I know that my daughter-in-law would like. Now the sew along coming up that we've got a picture of. This one is going to start, I want to say it's going to start in January. This quilt,
it's later on in the year.
yeah, it's 90 by 90. So this is a big quilt. And the pieces that are in there, you know, the little template pieces that you get, there are 46 of them. So that makes that template package, you know, more expensive. And it's going to be in about the $550 neighborhood, which is pretty expensive. So what I'm really looking for is, if this is something that you're interested in, I would really like you to contact and let us know so that I can order accordingly, because I don't think I'm going to order a lot of these kits, you know, a lot of the, enough to make several kits based on how expensive that could be. But if the interest is there, I'm happy to do that.
Yeah,
so
we
this
just want to really highlight its really big quilt compared to some of the other ones that
Yeah.
she's done, and so that's obviously
Yeah.
brings up the cost as well.
Yeah, but 90 by 90, it's very, very cute. But we would want to know how many of you would be interested in doing it.
Yeah, give us a shout, either email or call us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's nice to be back.
It's nice to have you. I saw there's people from all over the place.
Yeah,
BC
people are
and
traveling
Windsor.
and
yeah,
doing
that's
things.
exciting.
It is. I think it's
Door prize time.
it is door prize time.
All right, what do we have, Arlene?
Norma Wynn.
Norma Wynn, congratulations. And the table topper book.
Tanya Louise.
Congratulations, Tanya Louise. And then the little fat quarters.
Marcia Hebert.
Marcia Hebert, congratulations.
So thank you, ladies, for joining us. I hope you'll pop into the store. These are good days to be out and travel with your air conditioning on and come into our lovely air conditioned store and shop.
That's right. We're here to help you.
Okay, so take care. We'll see you next week.
Have a great week.
Thank
Stay
you.
cool.